everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be doing a one brand makeup review, and this is a C Beauty one, and this is by the brand Judydoll. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff of Eyeshadow because I realized they just stopped this brand, and previously I bought a few items for my friend Judy and I when I was in Malaysia, hence how I knew about the brand as well. So I was really excited that they have stocked a good amount on Eyeshadow itself, so I thought why not buy more and actually do a proper one brand review with the products that I have. The way I'm going to do this video is I am going to do demonstration along with, you know, when I talked about the review, and I'll start from, you know, how I would actually do my makeup. First things first, let's talk about the makeup base. This one is the Judydoll Nourishing makeup base in Orange C. The reason why it says Orange C is because it's heavily orange scented, which is nice. It has like this beautiful citrus smell when you first put it on, but once you actually put the rest of your makeup on, the citrus smell tend to just go away, so it's not that fragrant, if that makes sense, if you guys are really highly sensitive in terms of scent when you do apply your makeup. In this one, this is like a 2-in-1, is a cream as well as a makeup base. It helps with priming, but also at the same time doesn't give you any greasiness when you apply, and also it reduces any oiliness on your face as well, and it just feels really hydrating, which I love because I have really dry skin and I don't like putting too much skincare underneath my makeup as well when I put my makeup on. But this one is so thin, it just applies so nicely. It also comes with this spatula here, which I can see why, because it's just easier to scoop, but obviously you can use your finger as well. And I really like this. Like, this is also given like a really good amount as well. I was also surprised with the way they have packaged this, because it came with like this aluminium foil wrap on top as well for safety reasons. So if you guys are worried about the shipping, the way it ships, I think it will be safe when it arrives to you guys. And we have this Judydoll Everlast Cushion Foundation, and mine is in N30. I believe it has 3 colors, and I think I got mine in the darkest color. I love the packaging of this. The gradation is just gorgeous. It's like beigey, brown, white. It just looks very simple but yet very beautiful at the same time. And so it comes with this cushion puff, which is the same color, and it's just like this. When I first put this on, it actually looks really good. It definitely gives like a very semi-matte finish, but not too heavily matte, so hence why the semi-matte. It does turn into like a bit of like that powder texture when you do put it on, so I definitely can see that it clings a little bit onto some of my dry patches, so just be mindful of that. So definitely probably use like more hydration primer or more of that makeup base, because I did use a very thin amount, but it's not too bad. But then again, I was also like setting it with powder and stuff. I'll talk more about that after. But in terms of the cushion itself, I feel like it's really nice. Like, it's just very hydrating and really thin as well. It does give like a very medium coverage. It's not a heavy coverage, so I still see some of my redness underneath my face, which I actually don't mind because it gives a bit of that natural look. So I'm actually really happy with this. In terms of the longevity, I'm not sure yet, but my first impression of this is actually pretty good. Only one down thing about this I feel is that it just slides off easily when you do apply your cushion, so it does take a while to actually set onto your face, so just be mindful of that. Then I decided to get this Judydoll powder here, and the reason why I decided to get this is because I've heard good things about it, and usually I tend to stay away from powder because I don't really set my face with powder because of the dryness of my face. But because of this video and because of this powder, I decided to just try anyway, and I can see why. Like, when you first put it on, it's like translucent, but then it blends in really well. I put it around my smile line area and we really just blur it out, which is really nice. I also want to show you guys the packaging itself because I think it's pretty awesome. First, you get the puff here, and there's like the puff, you put it on top, there's nothing on top, and when there's this like pull flap thing that you pull up, and there's this cover thing that covers the mesh thing, and that's where the powder comes out, which I think is really smart because it just, you know, doesn't cause any messiness. A lot of powder I know, like the Innisfree No Simmer powder and some Korean powder, when you pull up the puff, the mesh is on top, right underneath, sorry, and it just gets really messy. But I like that this have this protection here, which is really smart, so you know, no accident can happen, and yeah, mess free. On to the eyebrows now, and this one is the Judydoll Shaping Eyebrow Pencil. I just have to show you this pencil. The way they have like cut it is like epic. It just reminds me of the olden days where there's no sharpener and they just use a knife and just like, you know, cut this. I swear they probably did that for this, and I just think it's, yeah, just brings back memory, I guess. But this one, I got mine in the color dark brown, which I still feel like it's a little bit still brownish for me. I wanted a bit more of a grey tone brown, but it gives a bit of that urban brown, so I tried my best to actually blend it out on my eyebrows, which I think is okay. It's definitely very pigmented, so definitely be very careful when you do use this, but I do like that it comes with the brush at the end to actually just brush out any of the harsh line. But I actually like the end result anyway. It just gives a very nice blur finish too, which is actually really nice. This one, I got this in Malaysia, and this is like a fall palette, and obviously Judydoll has like a whole bunch of eyeshadow palette, and I've been eyeing on a few, but I decided to just stick to this one first, and then if I like it I would just buy a bit more, which I feel like I'm gonna buy more soon. But this one is this Judydoll number 36. I'm not sure which palette this is, but I'll put it down and I'll put it here as well for you guys. And this one comes in really beautiful like autumn brown, reddish brown colors, and I really love this golden glittery shade as well. For my eyes currently, I did use a combination. I actually use the contouring palette as well. So what I did was I just used this gray tone contour brown as like the base of my eyes, and then what I did after that was I used the darkest brown in this foreshadow palette to apply on the other part of my eyes, just to give a bit of that, you know, dual color going on, because I felt like this one was a little bit too like reddish for the makeup look I'm trying to achieve. So that's what I did. And then after that, I used this beautiful golden eyeshadow on the inner part of my eyes, and I knew how pigmented it was because it's not my first time using this shadow palette, so I decided to use a flat brush to apply it on the inner part of my eyes because I didn't want the shimmer to be like too bright for this look, if that makes sense. So yeah, overall, this shadow palette is very pigmented. I love this a lot, and I definitely do want to try more Judydoll eyeshadow palette as well because I'm just super impressed with this. And the best part about this is like this is like super lightweight, so it's really good for travel as well. I got this Judydoll Slim Liquid Eyeliner in number 1 black. I believe there's 2 different colors. So when I first applied this, I have to say that the applicator, my hand's really sweaty, so I can't like open, hold on. Okay, so this applicator is like super ultra thin. Like it's so thin, and to be honest, like this is so thin that this will be like the best eyeliner to use if you want to achieve that fake eyelashes at the bottom, which I sort of like tried to do a little bit, but I'm not the best. I've seen like a few TikTok videos. It's not easy, okay guys, but if you guys have done it, kudos to you guys. But I want to practice because since I have this eyeliner, I feel like I can achieve this really well because I literally have no eyelashes. So doing this, I think it will be great. Like it's so smooth, it's so lightweight. You can't really have mistake achieving that fake lashes, even though I haven't really achieved it yet. However, using this for the top to line my eyes is actually a little bit hard because it's so thin. It's probably more good to just apply it just to wing out, if that makes sense. Like when you want to wing a little bit to extend your eyes, it's actually really good, but to actually line your eyes completely, it's actually quite hard because of how thin it is. However, using this just to, you know, overall, it's actually really pigmented, and the best part is that it doesn't transfer, which is really great. So if they have a thicker one, I'm sure they will. I will actually give it a try because I do love my eyeliner, but I just thought this is a great product for lower lashes. On to the mascara. I decided to buy both of this because I love my mascara, but then at the same time I love fake lashes. I love mascara for my lower lashes because yeah, I feel like my lower lashes tend to show more than my upper lashes, and so because upper lashes tend to cover over by fake eyelashes, if that makes sense. So this one I was contemplating, and I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna get. One is an iron mascara and one is a curling mascara, and both of this have this like metal applicator, which I think is pretty awesome. Reminds me of, I think, the Neogen mascara, which is like super expensive, but this one is actually very affordable. So first I tried the curling one. I can definitely see it really does coat your eyelashes, but also at the same time the curling one I believe has some microfiber to it, which helps to extend the lashes a little bit more and give that curl, which I think is awesome, and it gives a little bit of volume as well. My demo is not the best because I don't really have lashes, so it's really hard to show you guys the result. And with the iron mascara, I think I prefer the iron mascara more because with my straight lashes, it's so hard to curl. The curl is so hard to stay on, but I felt like this iron mascara really helps lengthen, which is awesome. So I think moving forward, I will use the iron mascara more, and if I want more volume, I'll put the curling mascara on top. And for the lower lashes, I think I prefer using the iron mascara more because it doesn't clump up as much. I felt like I used the curling one for my lower lashes here, and I felt like it clumped up a little bit. So overall, I think I like the iron one. You know, if you guys don't use like fake lashes, I recommend getting both, because I think using both is actually really good. This one here is the contour palette, which I've heard good things as well. And I am not, heads up, I'm not really a contour person, I'm more of a bronzing person. So I actually ended up just using these two colors to just bronze up my face rather than contour. But I think with this one, how cool tone it is really good for contouring, and it has the highlighter and the setting powder as well. I could be wrong, but it just comes in this four. I also use the shimmery shade for highlighting a little bit as well, which I think is actually gorgeous. I put it on my nose, and on my nose pictures one a little bit on the side. It's definitely very reflective, and it's such a beautiful white shimmery shade. This one I find it really exciting, and I actually really love this, and this is the Judydoll dual color combination blush. I was struggling to pick which blush I wanted to try because I did get one from Malaysia, and this one is the Pretty Blush Powder in number 35. It's really nice, it's really small, it gives a very nice mauvey pink shade, but I didn't use this for this particular video. I ended up using this because look at this. So I am probably late into this whole blue or pink or purple blush powder trend, but I decided to get this one because I really want to try it out, and I felt like this blue color really brightens up my face. I use it on my forehead and under my eye area and on my chin, and I can definitely see somehow it just lift up my face, which I just thought was great. It just brighten up everything. I definitely don't see any blueness. It's so hard to explain. I just think it's so buzzy. Like, I would definitely start doing this moving forward when it comes to like applying my makeup. I just think it's really great, and it doesn't show my dry patches because I try to not put too much powder as much as possible when it comes to applying makeup, like foundation, bronzer, blush, that's it. But I think I don't mind doing this because I really like the overall finish that it gives me. It just makes everything just look so like blur, you know, like airbrush, which I think is actually amazing. It just brightens up the whole look. It's just, yeah. And then this blush here is a good combination. I put it on here, and when I applied this, I was like, oh, I see nothing. But when I kept doing it, I was like, okay, I can see how it just complete my look. It's just an amazing duo, so I definitely recommend this one. This one is actually D01, and they have like a other colors as well, and they teach you like tips and tricks of how to apply this, which I definitely recommend to follow the guide to get a beautiful look. But if you guys are interested, definitely try this one first because I think this is awesome. Last but not least is a lip product, and this one doesn't have the name, but I'll put it down here. So this one is a smaller one and this is a bigger one, and I decided to do the TikTok 小红书Douyin 6V method, where you apply like 6V on your lips and then brush it out for one color and then you use another color on top and then brush it out, and just gives you like this beautiful gradation matte blur lip look, but also make your lips look fuller, which I think is epic. I also use this brush that I got from AliExpress as well, which really is really great to like blur out this whole like lip look. I just love the combination of this two. This two actually, I feel like even though it is two different collections, but I felt like the formula wise both are very similar. Both have this like moussey texture, creaminess to it, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I still can't pick which one I like more, but if I really have to pick one, I will pick this P22 one, just because I feel like I could use this on its own. This one over here, number 4, I felt like it was a little bit too bright for me when I use it on itself, but having these two together, it's like the perfect blend, the perfect combo. Like I absolutely love it. Overall, I am really happy with all of these products, but if you ask me which one are my top 3, I would say number 3 would be the makeup base. Number 2 would probably be the lip products. I can't pick one, like I said, these two are like the perfect combo. And top number 1 would probably be the duo blush, because I love this so much. Like this is going with me everywhere. Travel, my everyday makeup, I'm just going to start using this because I love this so much. The rest of the products, there's no like downside to it. I like them all, but I wouldn't say I love them all, but these are my like top 3. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want like a part 2 of this Judy doll makeup review, because I feel like they have so many products, so I can't get through all of them. So if you guys want like a part 2, let me know. And also let me know down below if you guys have tried this. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.